FutureDad 12, delete your social media. Quote, "We're living at a time where attention is the new currency." End quote. Peter Cashmore. The day I decided to start deleting my social media was the day I walked past someone in my network without saying hello. We exchanged brief eye contact, and I recognized him straight away. I could tell he recognized me, but his name escaped me, and we didn't have much in common, so I didn't slow down to chat. Casual chit-chat is a luxury I will indulge only on very rare occasions. This wasn't one of them. So we both walked past each other and on with our lives. That was the last time I ever saw him. He was tragically lost at sea the next day. Joke. The episode fueled some reflection about the point of social media and me being on it. To me, it was absurd to have an online friend that I did not stop to talk to on the street. It's an affront to good social grace to claim a friend who really isn't one. So the next time I sat at my computer, I took the first step. The friend list of my main social media account was somewhere north of 1,000. Previously, that number gave me a small frisson of pride. Somehow I'd made it, surpassing my relatively nerdy, sciencey Dungeons and Dragons playing background. Now I looked at it with some measure of existential cringe. I seized an opportunity to begin anew and deleted all the friends who I hadn't met or meaningfully interacted with in the previous year. There were many. When I was done with the culling, I was down to 150 friends, a satisfyingly round number, all of whom, unlike the chap in the first paragraph, now at the bottom of the sea, I definitely cared if they lived or died. The next day my inbox was full of folks in the deleted group who were mystified by my disappearance and worried that they had done something to deserve my unfriending. Actually, no, that never happened. Not a single person voiced a word of complaint. That was all the excuse I needed to carry on with the purge. The next day I went from 150 to 50 friends, expelling the quasi-regular acquaintances, but not quite full-blown buddies. Only then, several days later, did a handful of the deleted cohort message me asking where I'd gone. Did I mean to sever ties? I told them I was de-digitizing as an experiment. Crucially, I also implied that if they wanted to meet up and have a drink, allegedly something that friends do, then they have my number. None did, so I carried on. Going from 50 to 20 or so would reduce it to family members and the inner circle of friends. See FutureDad 10, even your best friends are temporary. I would be deleting people I met regularly as a matter of course. My next thought was essentially, why did they need to be my electronic friend? I wasn't interested in seeing pictures of their evening meal, and vice versa, presumably. And then I thought, why not delete it to zero? No need for the extra layer of admin in my life. Little did I know I was already on the path to minimalism. See FutureDad 7, Superpowers Part 1, Minimalism. The only person I considered staying on the site for was my dad. It was entertaining to see his frequent, technologically clumsy updates, but it wasn't enough to keep me on the site all on its own. So I purged all my contacts, deleted my account, and left for good. I never looked back. No one ever gave me a good reason for staying on or returning to it. The use of it had grown like a weed. Just like a weed, it blocked the light and hampered the growth of something better. People posted bland, trivial pictures and comments. People liked each other's blandness. Nothing meaningfully developed. No genuine connections were ever made. No genuine breakthroughs in their relationships. No new understanding of each other reached. People using social media focus on the inconsequential minutiae of life, instead of the deep connections and in-person stories that makes social bonding real and vivid. Upon reflection, it's even worse than that. Social media is poison. It clogs up your thinking process with notifications. It strangles your ability to see the people in your life for who they are. It hinders the growth of well-adjusted adults and fills the gap with envious and distracted show-offs. The people who spend a lot of time on it are never going to be grateful that they did. They will in fact someday, in a moment of clarity, wish they'd never gone near it. I mentioned the importance of time in FutureDad 1 introduction. Social media, of all types and flavours, takes hold when you don't appreciate the finite time and energy you have. And when, years from now, you realise your life has been wasted by living it online, it's not a game you can restart. It may be terminally too late. If you aren't on it, don't join it. If you are, delete it and don't look back. FutureDad.